Please, please, help God clean up Flint, Michigan. Please, 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 God, help clean up Flint, Michigan.
Vacant and quiet. Vacant and quiet. Boarded and abandoned. Then opened, looted, left for nothing. Boarded again, as if walls could hold back decay. Neglected like a story untold. Vandalized, cracked open, and neglected again. I remember seeing a tree growing right through the roof of an old fell-in house, its roots burrowed deep into the bottom of what used to be someone's living room. Looked like the earth was reclaiming what people had long abandoned. But that wasn't the worst of it, no. The worst was yet to come. Stripped and ruined, dilapidated and burning. Yes, burning. I saw some burning. And now many are gone. That is my remembrance, my civic inheritance, my neighborhood, my haunt. Vacant and quiet. Vacant and quiet.
Do you see the blight behind me? So much blight. So much neglect. It's an utter disrespect. Here it is. Do you see it? Do you see it? It's over there. It's here. Growing up through the cracks. Blight, blight, blight. It isn't right. So much blight. Blight. Why, just look at all the abandoned houses. Oh, it isn't right.
Blight is an erosion of civic values, a degradation of moral responsibility, and an assault on both the natural and the built environment. Blight reflects a societal neglect. It's about the things that scar the spirit, the things that clip the wings of the heart, until we no longer give a hoot, so we pollute. Blight is a safety issue, and the people who live nearest to the blight, they are the ones most affected by it. Blight is a justice issue, and the ones most affected by it are the ones with the fewest resources to combat it. But blight is also an opportunity for widespread community advancement, even at the lowest and furthest margins of our communities. Conscientious, collaborative, justice-informed solutions are paramount. We must affirm the agency and the power of those most affected. Because those same people, the ones most affected by it, the ones with the fewest resources to combat it, they are the very ones who are best positioned to safeguard long-term community care and lasting civic stewardship. Grassroots communities are an essential element in any effective algorithm for achieving real impact and lasting social change. And if we can agree that that is true, then surely all logic models bear it out. The subterranean people, those even further disconnected from basic grassroots resources and mainline safety nets, are perhaps even more critical to the algorithms for achieving deeper impact and longer lasting change. Often unseen and untouched, sometimes unhoused and undocumented, we are the subterranean. We are beneath what most people even know exists, even below ground zero, on down into the belly of the bedrock, even into the integers of the true hard knock life. Folks think they understand grassroots because they sometimes get to play on a freshly manicured carpet of lush, green, organizational grass. Well, we live below all of that. Ha 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 ha. You'll get your fingers good and dirty working with us. We are the subterranean. We are the ones who live in closest proximity to the blight. And we, the subterranean, are the ones most affected by the blight. We see it and we breathe it every day. But we exist at the margins of most mainline missions, just beyond your reach down into the neatly cultivated grassroots. We are the subterranean.
Over here, a dump site, other people's trash. Overgrown trees, bushes, weeds have become as shrubs. Oh, look there, someone mowed the grass, but they did not mow the prairie land next to it. Too much grass to mow, not enough resources going to the right places. Resources to the people, resource the people to conquer the blight. When will they realize it's not very civilized? Leftovers from yesteryear, this junk will be here forever. Oh, Mother Nature cries out. Tires, rubbish, chairs, furniture, plastics. Oh, just dump it there. We don't care. We love blight, blight, blight.
The lots were telling. I remember when the lots were overgrown, you know, just above the knee, then up around the ankles, and then the thighs. Soon enough, the grass was waist high and wild, as if no one had ever been there before. The grass wasn't grass anymore. It was something else, something chafed, stern, and stalked like hay. And the weeds, they grew into something brutal, something stronger, something more rooted, thick like shrubs, tall like saplings, a different species of stubbornness. The summer air was heavy, with record-breaking pollen and particles of every kind. The breeze was thick with the weight of seasons forgotten. I could hardly breathe for all the allergens and the pathogens flooding the ether, but that wasn't the worst of it. Oh no. The worst came later, when the lots became dump sites. You name it, they dumped it. Car parts, tires, household goods, trash and toys, appliances and furniture, detritus of every sort. I even once saw what must have been 2 tons of coconut fiber dumped on the side of the road and spilling into the middle of the street. More than 64 black burlap grow sacks, most likely left by some local no-count cannabis grower. The trash piled high, like the weight of neglect we carried in our backs. Buckets, bottles, totes, and cans, things once useful, now waste, just left to rot and spill and seep into the earth. I remember that's how it was. The lots were telling.
Please, God, help clean up Flint, Michigan. God bless y'all every day. Please, keep the area clean. Stop bombing Gaza, yes sir. God is so good, yes he is. Yeah. Welcome to the urban prairie lands of Flint, Michigan. Blight, 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 blight.
I'm Darnell Ishmel, director of the Change Foundation, where we believe in CHANGE, changing habits and attitudes that negate growth and education. For 14 years, I've volunteered with the Genesee County Land Bank Clean and Green program. The youth you see there on the screen, they are change agents from the subterranean, existing well below and beyond the reach of most grassroots efforts. They, the far-flung and forgotten ones, are the frozen assets of our community and the missing piece of even our most successful algorithms. And they are our last and best hope for real impact and lasting change. In Flint, Michigan, where we have over 4,700 blighted properties and limited resources to combat it, the Genesee County Land Bank exists as a pillar in our community, a pillar anchored into the bedrock of the grassroots and subterranean communities. They understand, perhaps intuitively, that real solutions cannot come from a position of imposition. Solutions for the community must be community-bred and community-led. But make no mistake, while the Genesee County Land Bank, the pillar that it is, has rallied and resourced the troops, it was the residents who first sounded the alarm. And it is the bedrock residents who are leading the charge for change. As an itinerant missionary traveling in Africa, I've seen the garbage heaped on the streets of Nairobi, Kenya. I've seen the tons of rubble piled near the Great Pyramids of Giza in Egypt. And I've seen the mounds of what I call human confetti strewn all across the Atlas Mountains of Morocco. I say without fear of contradiction, blight is a global issue. We must think globally and act locally. I've come to understand that blight is not about curb appeal. It is not about Tinseltowning for tourists. It is about the crumbling consciousness of our community's commonalities. It is about our willful detachment from our own humanity. We must recalibrate our misaligned value system of community care. And the communities of people who live nearest the blight must be ushered to the forefront of solutions. Recalibrating justice, reclaiming land, rebuilding hope for generations to come will require no less.
Please, please, help God clean up Flint, Michigan. Yeah, catfish sandwich with fries, ocean perch sandwich with fries, chicken wings and legs, hamburgers with fries, macaroni and cheese, black bean, baked beans,